I was just getting ready to take a deep dive down a crafting rabbit hole when I realized I needed to turn this camera on so I could share with you what I'm currently working on using the items that I showed you in the Temu unboxing video. Want to see what I'm working on? Stay tuned. Welcome back to LiviesLovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Okay, so in my Temu unboxing video, I showed you some items that the company sent me to share with you all so you can get an idea of the quality. Now, I have done in a haul, a demo video, I've done an unboxing, which was a sponsored video. And now I'm doubling back because I want to show you. Now, we all know how wax seals work, right? So I was getting ready to get started, making some cards. But anytime that I sit down to do cards, I typically have some clusters that I can work from. Just all I typically would need is like a backing for them, a base to add to the card itself. So here is what I started working with. So now what you'll see here is this is just some scrappy coffee dyed word that I printed out, and they I have some words in the little container here. Beneath that is some white cardstock, which if you can see, it's embossed using this embossing folder that I received from Temu. This die cut is the die that I received from them, and I might have purchased that one. It might have been in the haul, I'm not sure. But then we also have this little paper back here. Now that butterfly is actually a butterfly from the Sweets, Felicia of Where Baking and Crafting Meets. Added some lace to the back of that, popped it up on some, comes from Felicia's paper pack. Let me see, what is it called? It's this paper pack. And in it, I believe it's still on her site, it's the Sweets. I'll add a link below. But it has a variety of different papers in it. So I backed it with that. And then put some flat back pearls on there. A little bit of string just to add some, interest. Not that there's not enough going on here. But the cluster was done. All that I did was added the paper behind it in the pearls. That was all that I did to make this card. So I'm going to show you the steps that I went through to get this. Okay, not that this is the go-to card, but I'm just saying that if you have a set of clusters off to the side, all you really need is a couple of embellishments, and you got obviously a card base, and you got yourself a card or a series of them, or a batch of them if you do it in batches. So hold on, let me grab something that I need, and I'll be right back. All right, so the first thing we need to figure out what kind of set we're working with. Now, I suggest you go through your scrap bin, okay? Now, go through your scrap bin, find some papers that you like. Now, my exact stamp kit, I don't show it on the site, but right now you can get the one with 3 seals for $5.79 on up to, there's a variety of different types because there's a variety of different sellers. But if you already have one, you can go ahead and get busy making your own. So let me move this off to the side, slide down my silicone mat because, is that ink? Who knows what that is? This sits next to my alcohol inks and sprays and stuff like that. Anyways, okay, so first thing you want to do, obviously, is figure out what papers you want to use, right? Pull your scraps out, see what you can work with. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so I see which ones. I think this is just dried acrylic paint. Anyways, okay, so what I think I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use one of Felicia's floral pattern ones, and actually I want to use this one because it's so adorable and it's pretty. So I think I'm going to cut it out more or less in probably this one right here. It's a little wasteful, but don't worry, we don't waste. And my scraps have been picked through beyond measure, so there's no point in me even pulling out my scrap bin right now until I start working on some more projects and fill it back up. It has been depleted and used. All right, so I am going to use another piece of, because remember this die cut here had, it was 3 pieces. It was this one, this, and this. And I cut it out of this paper. And don't think that I'm throwing this away, because I will be using that for something else that really would be cute on a card like so. Let's see. Let's see how we can work that out. Use that negative for something. Don't think I won't. Let's see. I know y'all ain't here for me messing around, but we're just experimenting, right? Got time for that? You should always have time to experiment. All right, I think that should do it. Okay, so then it would go like that. You could put something else on top of it, like a sentiment. Let's see. Let's see what we got in here. Something like, and we shall. I mean, why not? We're already here. We're already here. Now, if this could be a thinking of you card, why not? So that's what we're going to do, because I'm already in the bin, and this could be a, you know, condolence card, if you will, or a sent out to somebody who's not feeling so well right at the moment. Okay, pop that up on some different color. Let's see if that'll work. Nope. Why not? Now, I had no intentions of doing this, but we're here. We're already here, guys. So, bear with me. We'll eventually get back to this one. But, you know, once you get started and the juices get to flowing, you never know what turn you're going to take. Okay, I found this that I can use. Let's see how we're going to work that out. Shall we go this way? I gotta go the long way. How about I glue it first? Or tape it. A little strip of tape. It's already out, so I typically wouldn't just use some glue. But this is out, so why not? Crafting can take you in a million different directions. So you better set that clock before you get started. Because you could end up with the kids being hungry. The laundry not getting done. I've been there. And if you get there, don't feel bad. You're in good company. You are in good company. We'll do it across this here. Like so. And hopefully I can... Actually, I meant to... Let me pull that up. Can I pull it up? Yep. Just add a little bit of distress ink around the edge just to give it a border. You think I would have thought about this beforehand. Pardon me, excuse me, as my son would say. Pardon me, excuse me. This needs to be inked. Gotta add that to my list. All right, put that back down. Okay, let's give her a good cut. Looks good to me. All right, so we'll go ahead and add a little layer of glue here. Let's see if this glue bottle will cooperate. Rarely does it. Rarely does it. Oh, here we go. It's getting a little bit out. Not in rapid succession, but geesh. All right, good enough. Good enough. Let's see, do I need a complimentary one up here? Or is it just doing too much? You know, we can do that. We can get to the place where we're just doing too much. Let's leave well enough alone on that one. Okay, because that may not make any sense to anyone else but me. All right, so getting back to the situation at hand. Okay, let's move that off to the side because we're done with that one. Move that there. Book page. We're gonna need some book page, right? Okay, just to break up the floral. And why not use that? So cut that on off. Okay, let's see. Do I want to go this route or do I want to go, I like the break in this one. It gives a little bit more interest here. Let me slide that off to the side. All right, so now we're getting to the wax seal. So what I want to do, I'm just going to go ahead and line up. I'm going to have to cut this. I want to see this flower here. I mean, if we can. That's what drew me in, was that flower there. Let me bring the blue up top. Okay. Something like that there. Bring it up. Bring that down. And do we want anything else in here? I think we're good for now, but let me see something. We'll add lace to the back of it, and I need a plain piece of paper. Let's use one of these that they sent, or one with less pattern, I should say. These came from Temu as well. Let's see, will this work? It could. Shall we go with green and white? It's already a lot of white in there right now. Maybe we can go with polka dots. No. I think we are going to stick with this yellow because there's yellow right there. It's not really yellow, but we're going to say that it is. And let me tear the edge. I want to tear it the opposite way, though. Otherwise, it looks too contrived, you know? I could just... And I am the haphazard type person, so, you know, crafter. I don't want it to look too orderly. While I do appreciate order, that really, you know, clean and pristine and all together now, that really is not, that's not your girl here. Okay, this one will work. This will work. All right, here we go. Bring that over like that. And then... So now, just so you know, I am not adding I'm not melting that right directly on there. Why? Because I don't know what I'm doing. So for you beginners, hopefully you have a silicone mat. Or really, I don't think that it needs to be. So I'm not sure if you can, but you possibly could use aluminum foil. Obviously not saran wrap. Maybe even wax paper might work if you don't have a silicone mat. And the silicone mat is just so that it doesn't get stuck to your surface. But I don't want to put it down on what I'm working on because, again, like I said, I really need to practice a little bit more and hopefully get a better handle on the placing and the amount of wax seals that I'm using. So I think for this one, I want to use the green, yellow, yeah, I'm not going to use that. I'm using this one because it was already burned. I'm going to use more green than yellow this time because I think the last time I used, get a lot of, maybe I'll use white too. Yeah, we'll use green. Something tells me that that's gonna, I only use 3 for this one. So my suggestion would be to try and see, you know, try 3 at first, then try 4 to see which one is going to give the best amount. I want more green than I want of yellow. Probably should have done. Yeah, green is fine. So I don't know if there is any particular method to it. I'm sure that with more practice, I'll get better and I'll have it, you know, it'll happen quicker. But for now, this is what I'm working with. Okay, so all I did was light my little tea light candle. Okay, let me move this gingerly out of the way before I burn myself or burn it. Okay, and then I'm gonna put all of those in there. You know what, that pink, that is not white, that's pink. Well, pink's gonna be. I could take it out, but okay, so we're gonna watch and see how long it takes for this to melt. I think you don't have to hold it exactly over. It's gonna do its job. Once all of this warms up, it took me about maybe a minute for it to all melt. So, but if you have the furnace, all you have to do is put that under the furnace, put this handle on top of the furnace, and it sits it in place, and then you can just move on about your business while you're waiting for it to do its thing. And this is to stir it, this little item that's in the kit. And remember, it also has the metallic pen and tweezers. I wonder what do you need the tweezers for? I don't know. I'm sure somebody, if someone knows what we would use the tweezers for, please drop it in the comments. Thank you kindly. Now, I think on the last one I used a butterfly. This one, I think I might want to use the tree of, oh, that's a lilac, I think. That's a cat. That's a cute little cat. There's, looks like Japanese writing. The crown. So you get your money's worth. Some more Japanese writing, which I like. I think it's cute. That's the butterfly that I used. It's almost done melting. And not sure what that is. I can't even see that close up. And this just looks like a little castle, like a little fairy tale castle. Cute. All right, I don't want to burn, so I'm just gonna just did a light mixing. But something tells me we'll see more that pink up top more so than anything else. All right. So I probably should have went on ahead and put this together before pouring. Before I put this on here. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this out. And then I'm going to drop the I'm going to make sure I wipe this clean, because there was powder from the, let me go ahead and pour that out now. There was powder from the embossing. Ouch. I'm just going to drop this down and let it stay. Be careful with this. I'm going to wait for that to cool. It should take less than a minute. Okay, so once this is done cooling, soot, we take this off, and then we have ourselves a cute, adorable little wax seal. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Now, you can leave it as it is, Or you can use your metallic pen. I'm cooling it because it's warm still. I'm just going to go ahead and lightly bring it down a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing. And this just brings out the detail of the stamped part of the wax seal. So you can see it a little bit better. Which I am happy to do. And I have a silver metallic pen, but I don't know if this is like water-based or oil-based, so maybe I'll try the ones that I have. Actually, I have different color ones. I think I have a pink metallic one. Okay, now let's take a look at that up close for you all. Okay, enough, fam. It's fabulous already. I know. Okay. So there we have that. Adorable. All right, let me bring you back out. All right, so now I could have poured that on here and placed this down, but that is not... I have no confidence in my abilities at this point. Not yet. All right. And so what I did on the last one was I went on ahead and I added double-sided tape to it. Because this stuff seems to want to stick to anything, especially if you don't want it to. Isn't that right? So that's what I'm doing here. Okay. And you will need to like push that down well so that it'll stick, because remember it's waxy, so it's going to do what wax is going to do, what wax is going to do, which is make things not stick. So let me go ahead and put this in place. I'm going to grab, that's decent. That is a decent, how we have that. That's already, I wonder, should I use the second one? I have used the second one. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go with the second one. But it's amazing how it just fell in its own place. is actually the first time that I have sat down at my craft space and did anything in over a week. I was actually under the weather for probably about a week, and after returning from out of town. And so I'm happy to be here hanging out with you guys. All right, and so we needed a word. We needed a word. Let's find a word. Let us find... Wait, we already put together a word, didn't we? Oh, no, no, that was for that card. Sheesh. I saw this and I'm thinking to myself, didn't I already commit to one? Girl, get it together, ma'am. Ma'am. Okay, let's see. That's not going to work. That is... Oh, isn't that cute? That would be... Oh, that would be nice. It probably doesn't go for you, but for me, it's screaming, get it, girl. Okay, but it's not about me. It's definitely not about me. Well, if it's not about me, who is it about? Here we go. How about a paler blue? Would that work for you all? A paler blue with a stamped sentiment? Let's find a stamp to stamp out a sentiment with. All right, let's see what we got. Oop, got a good one. Got one of my Creative View. What is it? Who's this by? One of them old Walmart ones, Horizon Group. But it was like, I think this is for like the planner sets. But nevertheless, we're working with it anyhow. All right. I don't think I even ever used this particular stamp. So, but today we shall. Oh gosh, the mess that I make in the process of a simple creation, it's unreasonable and it's unreal. Okay. So, first things first, get that initial. There we go. It's still a little wavy, but it might be because of how I took it out of the packaging. It is what it is. That might work. All right. I have to do a test stamp. Of course. Of course. My son says I'm very extra, and I think he's right. And I have no problem with it. Do you? If you did, you wouldn't be here. At least you wouldn't still be here. We've been here a while, guys, but there's nothing wrong with it. We are having fun. I hope you guys have already pulled out your craft supplies and have played along with me. All right, let's see if we can get a good stamp impression here. Hold it. And lift. And it flipped. All right, looks good to me. There we go. We're going to tuck this one right in here like that. So it's almost like it's hiding. Although none of us will hide our praise, right? We're just making it subtle. Not that praise should be subtle, but you get where I'm coming from here. All right. Just press this down. Oh, I forgot that's... because I got ink on my fingers. There we go. All right, now let's put on these cute little drops here. Where should we go? Should we stay? We should go on the white. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And I don't think we need... There we go. I can go up a little bit. Can it? Oh, I'm not gonna be able to move it. Five. We're gonna have to go with 5, folks, because it's not right to do an even number here. And 3 is not gonna work, and 4 is the even. So if you follow me, you already know that I don't particularly care to put even numbers for decorations. Awesome. All right, let me clean up my space and we'll come back. All right, guys, here is the close-up. Now, as you remember, this was the first card that I showed you that I made. This was the second card that we made here using the negative that was made from the die cuts that went on these two cards. But then I just added some flat back pearls, sentiment, and a butterfly die cut, and there we made a second card. And then last but not least, we have Praise His Name. Could have popped that up on foam tape, but that's neither here nor there. But we've got the pretty little multicolored stamp seal with the little gold floral gold leafing, if you will. And we have that die cut. Now the die cut again, the embossing and the stamp seals are all from Temu. There will be links below in the description box to the products that you see here. Again, if I can find a link to this one, because again, this was the set that they sent me when I picked from what they had to offer for the partners, you know, those who were willing to partner. Anyways, but yeah, so these are the three cards. Those are the items that we use, along with some scraps and some minimal embellishments, and we've got ourselves 3 cards. And I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me ramble and go down the rabbit hole, but I enjoyed myself. And I look forward to creating more with you throughout the year. And listen, if you have any questions, comments, go ahead and drop them in the comment section, or feel free to email me. My email is in the description box as well. Now listen, until we're back here together on YouTube and Patreon, my friends, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.